Hi, my name is Marcy Preble, and I'm a Senior Presidential Director with Lifewave. I have been with Lifewave for 5 years now. I have been a professional network marketer in the health solutions space for over 20 years. I want to tell you today why Lifewave is a business opportunity. This company hit momentum in 2018, and we have moved to almost $500 million in 5 years. The team Evolve, which we are a part of, that Peter No and I founded 5 years ago, has over 100,000 brand partners in it in the last 5 years. We also, this team Evolve, is running about $1.3 million or 1.3 million in volume a week, and we represent about $125 million of the company's $500 million in sales. So now I'm going to tell you all about this technology, and I'm going to tell you why this is a business opportunity and why you should join the person that sent this to you and evolve with us. And here we go. So we are X39. We are the power of the patch, and we activate your light to look and feel young again. We are a patented wearable light technology. We elevate, activate, and regenerate. So you may ask yourself, well, why am I here talking about this to you today? Why, if I have been a network marketer for 20 years, did I decide to come join Lifewave 5 years ago? Why? Well, you know what? I wasn't expecting to. But the patch found me, just like the patch has found you, or exactly. So what happened to me? Well, in 2019, I was diagnosed, 2017, I was diagnosed with fast-growing cells, stage 3, really far along. And I did a year of chemo, radiation, a double mastectomy. And that's when I looked like in 2019. Not so good. I had my face completely blown up with steroids. I even had no eyebrows. In fact, you could say the only thing that's the same about these 3 pictures are my glasses, right? So you know it's the same person. Well, my girlfriend, a doctor, Dr. Rhonda Donahue, came knocking on my door on 2019 with 10 X39s. And this is how my life changed. She told me what this product was, which I will explain to you in a moment. And I started wearing them. And I started wearing them. And then I had to share the business because look at me. I regenerated. And from 2019 to 2023, you wouldn't even know that's the same person. And you know what? I've been in remission again now for 3 years. So why not share the business with a product that saved my life? I say, why not? So what is this? Well, this is what Dr. Rhonda Donahue told me in 2019. Marcy, this X39, it's a form of wearable light technology. She says, she handed me one like this, and then she opened it up. She goes, you see, it sticks on your body like this. And I said to her, I'm dying, and it looks like you're bringing me Band-Aids. And this is when she said, it's so much more. Inside that white material is organic crystal. And it's made up of some amino acids, sugar, salt, water, and oxygen, and it forms a perfect lattice. This lattice is a reflector of light. I said, light? Whose light? She says, your light. You see, we radiate a low-grade infrared light. And we know this is true because you've seen people with the little night vision goggles, and you can see the light. So you know they're looking at nighttime people's light. So when you put the patch on the body, it reflects back your own light to make change in the body. We call that photobiomodulation, or light making change in the body. And light works fast. Then she tells me, what happens when you're sad and you go out into the sun? I said, well, usually I feel really happy again. She goes, exactly. Because you and the sun, you and light work perfectly. Your cells know how to communicate with light. In fact, within 20 minutes, the sun creates vitamin D in your body. You see, You are light. The sun is light. X39 just works with your own light. That made sense to me. She says, and you know, we in the medical field, in regenerative medicine, we're talking these days about light, peptides, and stem cells. That's what we're talking about. She goes, in fact, we all are using light therapies now. We have our red light sauna. We are using cold laser. We're using e-stim. We're using the red, blue, green light, and even light beds. We understand that light is a healing modality. And then she said, and you know what happens when you elevate GHK? I said, no, what? She said, it becomes the holy grail of healing. I said, oh, when I elevate GHK, it becomes the holy grail of healing. Yes, when you elevate GHK with that light, it becomes the healing, the holy grail of healing. And here's why. GHK copper peptide was discovered by Dr. Lauren Bacard in 1973. And it does a lot of amazing things. First of all, for skin and hair, it tightens loose skin and thickens old skin. I told her I have a lot of that. She goes, I know, me too. She says, and it increases hair growth and thickness. I said, I could use that. She goes, who couldn't use that at our age? She goes, and then it protects the lungs. GHK protects the lungs. Wow. It protects the brain and nerves. It even goes after fast-growing cells and stops them. This caught my attention. And it has a massive amount of antioxidant power. You know why we eat an apple a day. That's for antioxidants. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Why? Because of a one-on-one ratio. One antioxidant goes after one free radical that destroys the insides of you. When you increase SOD, which is our antioxidant system, it goes after free radicals 1,000,000 per second every second, like a fire hose in every room in the house. I said, you've got to be kidding. She said, no. And then she says, but that's not all. This is what is going to change your life right here, Marcy. She said, you see, GHK copper peptide causes stem cells to start producing again in the body. GHK produces more stem cells and resets those stem cells to a younger, healthier state. In fact, GHK activates your stem cells to work like those little baby stem cells again, like when you were young, to repair and regenerate you. And then she explained what stem cells were, because I didn't really understand. Well, what's a stem cell, doctor? Why is that important? She goes, well, when an egg and a sperm meet, what do you think happens? Stem cells happen. It's the stem cells that differentiate and create the baby. The baby's head, the tissues, the lung, the heart, those cute little feet, all stem cells. Then the baby is born and the stem cells begin to downregulate, for example. The baby cannot grow another head, but what stem cells continue to do is repair and regenerate that baby until they're 35. Well, that made sense. And then she said, think about your own baby. And some of you, maybe you'd like to do that. Your own babies, your grandbabies. Do you remember? Go back in time. What does that new baby smell like? Fresh. What does their skin and hair feel like? So soft, right? They're in full-on regeneration. That baby is a stem cell coming out. And then what happens? Fast forward to age 20. Did we have gray hair at 20? Did we have wrinkles at 20? Absolutely not. Fast forward to age 35. Your stem cells are beginning to decline. And fast forward to 65, your stem cells are mostly inactive. This is the story of aging. This is the story of why we have nothing going on with us when we're 20, and why by the time we're 50, 60, 70, we all have at least one critical issue that's caused by aging. You know the one you have. Mine was fast-growing cells. Which one do you have? Which one do you have? Well, that's because our stem cells start to decline with age. And so, of course, we're not repairing all those critical issues anymore. Look at what we had when we were newborns. By the time, I'm 57, I'm pretty much all out. They're not dead. They just kind of go dormant. They go on retirement. Well, we got to wake them back up again. So what happens? Well, stem cells are the cells that repair and regenerate our entire body, and they decline as we age. By 65, there's only a small percent that are active. The fewer we have, the faster we age, and the slower we heal. So what happens if we get those activated again? What happens if we could get those stem cells working like young stem cells, like when we were 7? Would we start to repair and regenerate? Would our skin start looking better? Would our insides start being better? Would those critical issues start going away? That's what I asked myself. I was so intrigued. And then she says this. She says, the reason activating these new young baby stem cells, the reason that's so important, Marcy, is because stem cells are pluripotent. I didn't know what that meant. So I said, what does that mean? She goes, those new little baby stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into any cell your body needs for repair. Oh, wow. And then she goes, and the stem cell army starts marching. And they march, and they march, and they march. In fact, stem cells have the unique ability to travel through your body and repair the most important issue first, and then move on to what you feel. This is why you need 1 month of stem cell support for every decade of life. In fact, within 24 hours, GHK copper peptide resets 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Well, you know what I said to her? I said, let me have them. She gave me a gift. That was so generous. She gave me 10. She said, there's only one rule, 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. She says it's because we're light. And if you wear it 24 hours over and over again, your body will get used to the signal and it won't work so well. So 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. She said most people wear it right below the back of the neck and under the belly button. In fact, that's the owner of the company, David Schmidt. He did the research on those 2 spots. But she said, but actually your whole body's light, so any spot will do. So pop the spot that has issues or that has pain or is your trouble spot. What do I mean? Well, if your knee hurts, put it there. If your shoulder hurts, put it there. If your lower back hurts, put it there. For me, it was my colon. I put it there. She says, 12 on, 12 off. She goes, it's non-transdermal, nothing's going in the body, and it's non-invasive. It's light. So I did 12 on and 12 off for 10 days. And this is what happened to me. The first day, 1 and 2, the taste of the chemo metal came detoxifying out of my mouth. Day 5, my skin got super soft. It was like my collagen was coming back. And by day 10, honestly, I was just happy. I just thought I could do anything again like when I was 20. I called up Dr. Rhonda. I said, I don't know what you just gave to me, but I want to make a list and share this with the world. And we did 5 years ago. And I'm happy to say we've once again helped over 100,000 people with their health. And I've been in remission actually 3 years now. So it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. So you might want to know a little bit more about this man, David Schmidt. He's the owner, inventor, and CEO of our company. I like to call him Iron Man because he's smart like Iron Man. He, before he started his company, was making rocket engines. Do you know anyone that can make a rocket engine? Our owner is a scientist. He is an inventor. In fact, he has 100 patents. That's a lot of patents. And we are privately owned, so nobody tells the man what to do. He just wants to make technologies that heal humanity. What a great purpose. So it all started when the Navy SEALs heard about him. And he was working in the mini subdivision of all things for them. And they came up to him and they said, David, we know you are smart. Do you think you could figure out a way to keep our guys up at night without stimulants? And that's how Lifewave started. In 2004, he created the energy patch, and it was for the Navy SEALs, and it was with light. Well, then in 2018, he decided it was time to work on stem cells. He was invited by the National University of Ireland to work on enhancing the stem cell function in animals and humans. And in fact, this university is the top in the world for stem cell research. Pharmaceutical companies are always trying to get in there to research with this university. They invited David. As a result, he has over 70 patents during his decade of work with the university. And he investigated how wavelengths of light can improve certain peptides in the body, specifically GHKCU, which we just talked about, and AHKCU, which happens to be the daughter peptide of GHK, and how these peptides improve healing and stem cell function. This field is called photobiomodulation. In fact, in 2018, David Schmidt and Lifewave had patented and introduced his first wearable light technology, the X39 cellular activation patch. And you can see the patent there from all his research. And there's the patent number. There's the patent. Oh, there's the abstract of the patent. It can actually produce beneficial effects such as activation. Well, you can read that by elevating. Well, you can read that in a non-transdermal way using light. Pretty amazing. And here's some results. This gentleman had a job interview on day 3, but he decided to go snowboarding, crashed big time. He thought there's no way that he's going to make it to his job. But you know what? Day 3, look at his shirt. He made it because X39 wound heals so well, that regeneration. This is open heart surgery. I have actually never seen this other than this picture. This is pretty intense. It almost looks like a football lace, yeah? In 1 year, you can see that the scar is still really deep. But look at July 2018 to August 2018. You guys, that's 1 month. You can barely see the scar. This woman, I think we can all agree, day 1, she looks in her mid-50s. 1 year of X39, look at her skin. That's the same girl. That is not mother-daughter. She looks 16, I know. This is a picture of nerve pressure. When nerves get really pinched, it doesn't feed the muscle and you get numbness, tingling, and also a lot of pain. This is from the lower neck, C7. A lot of times this will happen from the L5, lower back. And it's painful. It's probably the cause of 50% of folks in pain. And look at with X39, look at how the nerve flows correctly again. That blew me away. This little boy, he was 8 years old. He got his finger cut off. They went to the doctor. The doctor said, it's too late. If I sew it back on, it will die. They said, do it anyway. So we did. It did die. 2 months on X39, that little boy's finger regenerated. That's just amazing. This man is bald and gray. He even has a gray eyebrow. Now he has dark hair. His hair has come back in, and even his eyebrow went black again. You just can't make this up. Her décolleté, everyone says, looks around 75 to 80. Look at her now. She looks like a 30 or 40-year-old chest. This woman had curvy back. Look at how it's straightening.
I muted you by mistake, sorry.
That's all right. I'm okay. I got it. I unmuted myself. Thank you. This is radiation to the face. Can you even imagine having to have radiation to your face? After 3 weeks, look at how she goes. She's on X39. Now, 1 month, 6/6 to 6/30. I guess it's really about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Look at her. You wouldn't even know she had radiation. We're also for athletes. The energy patch in 2008 went to the Olympic swim team. They swept the field with medals, so much so that the other athletes got jealous and they turned Lifewave in to the anti-doping agency. And they asked to test all of David's products, which they did. And guess what? They passed because we're light, nothing goes in the patch. We're non-transdermal. And now we are safe for athletes all over the world as well. So we just talked about X39, our patented wearable light technology, but quickly I want you to know that we have a suite of other products because David has been inventing for 20 years. This is our 20-year anniversary. So X39 works as our cellular regeneration, which we just talked about. EON melts away tension, and of course, tension causes inflammation. So when you wear X39 and EON together, it protects your cellular repair. It all repairs faster together. So we like to say those two we always start with, and then you can, to get at the deep issue, You could start both of those, X39 and Eon, right below the back of your neck. Great, together, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Then you could layer some other ones on top if you would like a little later. X49 builds lean muscle mass and great for the brain. Carnosine supports every organ of the body. Glutathione is your body's natural detoxification pathway. Glutathione upregulates, our glutathione patch upregulates glutathione 300% in the 12 hours. And of course, glutathione is the puller outer of all yuck, fungus, mold, virus, toxins, metal, Roundup, you name it, glutathione's going to take it out. In fact, a lot of people are getting these glutathione IVs for $150 a pop. They have a 7.5-minute half-life. Try our glutathione. You'll love it. Alavita is our skincare system, and it builds collagen. We like to say Alavita and X39 is the mini facelift. It is why we women aren't having wrinkles on our forehead or between our eyebrows at age 50 to 60. And it's truth. The eye cream just came out with GHK as well. And it's actually blue from the GHK, and it's amazing underneath the eye. SP6 regulates appetite and sugars, blood sugars, great for people that have pancreas issues. Energy is, once again, turning fat into energy, and it activates the mitochondria, the powerhouse of every cell of the body. It's not caffeinated energy. It's actually getting your energy, mitochondria, which is your energy in every cell of the body, moving again, and getting your whole lymph system moving again. It's one of my favorite patches. I just actually started wearing this a couple months ago, and I don't go a day without it. Silent Night elevates melatonin for sleep. Icewave charges out pain. It's like our pain Band-Aid, and people can be in pain with a pain level of 8. They put an Icewave on. It's a 2-patch system, brown patch where you hurt the most, white patch about 3 inches away. It will take your pain usually in about 10 minutes from an 8 to a 2. AccuLife is pain relief for animals. And Shine and Dream, that's our newest product line. Shine keeps you up, Dream puts you to sleep. It's with his new light-infused water and essential oils. This is our only product that's not a phototherapy product, where you spray it on your hand and you breathe it in 8 times with your nose. And that comes through something called your olfactory, so it also moves quickly into the bloodstream. So you might want to know what pack to get. Well, our wholesale packs are our best deal. The silver pack for $2.99 is our individual pack. Our family pack is the gold, double the inventory. Platinum and diamond, well, those are for your big builders. Or yet have a business and you want to have a lot for your place of business, or you just have a huge family. And then, of course, you want to always be on X39 the following month to keep your cells activated, and so a wholesale pack and an auto ship. So you might ask yourself, well, wow, that was interesting. I mean, that is a technology that is worth building a business. That's what I said. When I had my results, I said, this is a business because of the technology, and because the technology can heal people. You cannot build a 1.3 million a week in volume business if the product doesn't work. You cannot have 100,000 people in this organization if the product doesn't work. That's why this is a business. So why Lifewave? Why Team Evolve? And why now? Well, because we're patented, 20-year patent. You're not going to go find this at CVS on some shelf. We're patented. Nobody can copy us. We're vertically integrated. The actual crystal in these patches are made in his medical lab. He makes it all. He owns the whole distribution process, including the making of the product. During COVID, lots of companies couldn't ship. Not us. We shipped every day because he owns the process. Global expansion, we're in 80 countries and growing. Why? Because we started in 2004. We were a little tiny company with great potential. And during that time, he expanded. So today we are all over Europe. We're all over the US. We're in Canada, Mexico, and all over Asia, 80 countries. That means you can go to your replicating site and ship to a friend in France, and the company ships for you and pays you a thank you check. You don't have to figure out the logistics at all. You just have to know how to share. The company does all that for you. So like I said, we're a small company with great potential in 2016. We were running from 2004 to 2016, 2017 at about 30 to 50 million a year. That's little. But then in 2018, something special happened. X39 came out, and it was the power of light with the power of the patch. And those two together, people realized what was real. And they wanted it. They wanted it for themselves. And so the company just went from a small company with great potential to a huge company. Today, we're at almost $500 million in 5 years. That's truly momentum. We are up 47% in 2023 and 42% in 2024. That's huge. And that's double-digit growth on a huge base. Most companies that have that kind of growth is on a small base, but that we're hitting that kind of growth on a big base, this is the time to build in this company. We are also in direct selling news, which is the DSN is direct selling news, which is part of DSA, Direct Selling Association. We won the Bravo Award, which means that we are the fastest growing sales company over the last 4 years on a big base. We're also the number 32 out of the top 100 direct sales companies in the world. We're number 32. Wouldn't you want to work for a company that's number 32, that's hit $500 million and is growing 42% a year? I would think that would be a great company to work for. Also, David's generous. He pays 60% commission. We are considered the distribution model of MLM. We are a multi-level marketing company or network marketing. That is different from direct sales, and that is different from affiliate programs. So in the space of MLM, our company pays 60%. That means 60% of all the company's revenue comes to us for sharing. They don't spend it on advertising or on, putting slotting fees for grocery store chains or CVS or anything like that. They pay us for sharing. Other MLM companies only pay 40%. Like I said, David's generous. Now, if you look at direct sales, they're paying about 20%. If you look at affiliate marketing companies, they're paying about 20%. Trust me. If you want to make residual income and create great wealth, MLM is the distribution model. In fact, did you know that there are more female millionaires that come out of MLM than any other industry in the world? Think about that. So, and that's okay. You two men are also able to make that. But yeah, I just wanted to say that for women is a great place for us. So team momentum. We're at this team Evolve is a team within Lifewave. And there's a lot of great teams in Lifewave, and we love all our teams. But Team Evolve, the team that Peter and I started 5 years ago, well, we just hit 125 million in sales this year. And that is 125 million of the $500 million that the company does. So we are a big team within Lifewave, right? We have over 100,000 distributors. We now call them brand partners. And we've rank advanced 150 people to the top ranks of the company. That's executive, presidential, and senior presidential director. That's a big deal. In 5 years, to rank advance that many people means the product works, the company works, and the system works. So what is the system of duplication? Well, we are 333. We make a list and we invite 3 people. We make a list, we contact 3 people a day, we invite 3 people a day, and we follow up with 3 people a day. It's just 3 a day. But 3 a day for 52 weeks out of the year is 780 contacts a year. Trust me, this system duplicates. And what do we invite them to? Our best podcasts that are already created for you. 5 days a week, 3,000 people watch per week. And we have the best tools for follow-up. We just read the scripts and take orders. So pretty simple system. And this is us in 2023. And we want you to join us in 2024 in Texas, where we double the size. So the road to financial freedom. How do we do it? Well, We build our business using 2 sites. Our exposing site, startx39now.com. It's where we expose the product. Look at the product, see if it's what you want. And then the biz site, start333biz.com. It's where all our tools and resources are. You can grab and text a link and text a form to anybody you want in 1 second. As well as inside the system is our 333, the process of our 3 steps of contacting 3 a day, inviting, and following up. 3 steps. It's a simple system with the right resources. So what do we do again? We invite. We either invite to a patching podcast. You might want to take a picture of this, thepatchingpodcast.com, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or if you want to learn how to share the business, come to a training podcast. Monday and Tuesday, we train you on the work, and then we all do the work together in an accountability office. You'll actually do the work versus just watching the work. Compensation plan. So the work makes you money. The work makes you money. And this is what happens. Through your replicating site, if you want to ship your friend Sally retail, you're going to make $50. Preferred customer, every month, monthly, you make $20 every month. And those points that you see, 77 and 43, also help build residual income. We'll get back to that in a minute. You also can earn product introduction bonus. So you ship to Sally a wholesale pack. We like wholesale pack and auto ship. So you ship to Sally a silver pack, you make $50. A gold pack, $100. A platinum pack, you make $150. A diamond pack, you make $200. But when you buy a diamond pack and ship a platinum, you make $300. When you buy a diamond pack and ship a diamond pack to your friend, you make $500. And look at these points. You see the points? Silver pack, 165 BV. That's business volume. Gold pack, 275 BV. Platinum pack, 350 BV. And diamond pack, 610 BV. That actually is broken up in 3 months increments, that volume. But as Peter likes to say, people equal product. Product equals points, and points equal money. So these packs give you a lump sum money, the 50, the 100, the 150, the 200, but it also puts on your binary tree, we're a 2-legged tree, points that you earn money. So remember the 165, the 275, the 350. Remember those points in a minute, because those points all of a sudden make you money, and we'll show you that in just a minute. So in order to buy a diamond pack, it's a great investment. You get 3 months of active auto ship for your business. Your sleeves go down to $84 a sleeve. And when you sell 3 diamond packs, you make $500, $500, $500. You get your $1,500 back investment. So the next way you make money is binary commission. So you need to be active on a wholesale pack and auto ship. And then you need to enroll someone on a wholesale pack and auto ship on your right leg. And you need to enroll someone on a wholesale pack and auto ship on your left leg. Now you are binary qualified. Remember those points? The 165 for the silver, the 275 for the gold, the 350 for the platinum. Well, those points go down your tree. And the computer figures it all out for you. It just puts it there for you. You don't have to know it all. The back office does it for you. And those points start adding up. And then your auto ship, 77 for X39 and 55 for all the supportive sleeves, start adding up. Wholesale pack and auto ship. Not only do you get points for the wholesale pack, but every time the auto ships start going, that also goes up your tree. And every time you get 330 and 660, you make a $50 cycle. And you can do a lot of those. In fact, you can make up to, look at this, as a manager, you can make $1,500 a week. As a director, $2,500 a week. Senior director, $3,500 a week. Executive director, $7,500 a week. Presidential director, $12,500 a week. And senior presidential director, $25,000 a week. A lot of people are making that in this company. With the kind of momentum we have, that kind of money is being made no problem. So how do you become the ranks? Well, we become a manager, and then we help create managers. What do I mean? To become a manager, you need to be on a gold pack and above. You need to be active on 110 points. And then you need to be on a 2-sleeve auto ship, 2X39, maybe X39 in a neon. Then you want 2 silver pack and auto ships on your left and 2 silver pack auto ships on your right. Auto ship means you're active. Basically, you need to be, those packs need to be active every 30 days or you'll go out of rank. So that's very important. That's why I like, if you've learned nothing else from me today, wholesale pack and auto ship. Okay. Now you become a manager, and then you help your people become a manager. And that's how you move up to director, senior director, and all the way up the ranks. We'll get back to this in a minute. We also make money on Gen Match. This is unlimited. This is unlimited. What do I mean by that? Well, we pay 65%. Most companies pay the most 30%. This is so generous. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's say I enroll, and by the way, you have a two-legged binary. So every time you personally enroll someone, it's a heart. So let's say I enroll Sally on my left leg, and she's a red heart for me. She enrolls, she starts cycling the what you just saw before, and she makes 10,000 a week. I get 25% on that override. Then she enrolls Bill. Bill makes 5,000 a week. I get 20% of that. Bill enrolls Steve. Steve makes 3,000 a week. I make 20% on that. That is one heart line. I can enroll as many as I want. And you already know we do 333. So if we do 333 every day, 5 days a week, that's 780 contacts. That's mass exposing. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to get a lot of people that I enroll wholesale pack and auto ship. I'm going to get a lot of people that I enroll on a wholesale pack and auto ship. I'm going to have a lot of hearts on my right and a lot of hearts on my left, correct? That I can do this first, second, and third level. Every single heart is a new enroller line, and it's unlimited. It's a massive amount of money. Lastly, this just came up 2 quarters ago. It's our leadership global pool. Why? Because we are in momentum and David's generous. He wanted to figure out a way to pay us more money. Can you imagine? So 1% of global sales paid out quarterly to the qualifying elite leadership. You do need to have $200,000 lines going for this pool. But here's the great part about it. I can be sleeping. South Korea is building while I'm sleeping, and I get a percent of all that business because of this global pool. Build structure to rank advance. So once again, this is how you build to a manager. You become a gold pack and above, and you be on a 2-sleeve auto ship, X39 and the Eon. Then you're going to enroll Sally on a silver pack and auto ship on your right, on your binary tree, the little bubbles. And then you're going to enroll Pam on your right on a silver pack and auto ship. On your left, you're going to put Jim on your left and Jeff on your left. Now you're a manager. And now you're a manager. Now you're going to help everyone else do the same. What do I mean? So for you to become a director, you're going to help Sally, for example, become a manager. And you're going to help Jim become a manager. Now you're a director. Now you're going to help Sally become a director and Jim become a director. And now you're a senior director. After that, it's all points. Executive director, 50,000 a month. Presidential director, 100,000 a month. Senior presidential director, 200,000 a month. For you professional network marketers that are watching this video right now, you know that most companies, you have to do $1 million a month for the top rank of a company. This compensation plan is easy to achieve. So here's my business story. Well, you know, I was sick and broke. Many of you don't even know what was going on other than, you know, I was sick. But here's the broke piece. The broke piece was that I had not even enough money to pay a $30 copay when I was sick. How sad was that? Not only was that so sad, I was humiliated. I actually had to walk out of a doctor's office because I couldn't pay the $30. Awful. It was awful. And I literally was thinking, okay, am I going to get a job at Sprouts next? Like, what am I going to do? Right? And then this patch found me. And I'm a network marketer. And when the passion came back, so did the desire to make a list. And we started sharing. And then we started creating the systems behind the sharing. And then the podcast and all the beauty of creating and joy happened. And that's the truth. And so in 5 years, from not being able to make a copay to have 100,000 brand partners, a 7-figure income, and what was the other amazing thing? Oh, and $125 million a month or a year, $125 million a year in volume that our team is doing, like, hello, that's quite a change. I believe my friend Mariah is on the call too, and I'm just going to tell you her story. I think it's okay. When I called Mariah 5 years ago, she had just found out she lost her husband, and her husband was in military, and that was her retirement. She said, I'm in trouble. I have an $800 oil bill, and I cannot pay it. And I live in Alaska. Can you imagine? I go, well, I think I found this business. Do you want to do it with me? She goes, absolutely. I need a business. Today, she went from financially unsafe to financially safe to financially free. So I love that this product heals people, but I also love that we can provide financial stability for people, because we need that, because money in the right people's hands can do so much for the world. Money in the right people's hands can do so much for the world. So let's finish with this. So get with the person that brought you here, and you can pick what products you want. This is what we call the all products flyer. It shows you where all the products fit on the body and examples, and it also gives you bullets about what each product does. I say, take this home with you, read it, take a picture of it right now, and then when you're having a cup of tea tonight, go check it out and see which products you need for yourself. Then you're going to get with the person that brought you here, and you're going to pick what pack you want. Once again, the silver, gold, platinum, or diamond. Take a picture of it so you know. And I'm just going to remind you how to look at it. Of course, retail X39 is $149.95, and that is 30 patches, a 30-day supply. But the wholesale packs are such a better deal. You can only get them one time. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can upgrade only one time on each pack, which means pay the difference in price and get the difference in sleeves. And here's how it works. 1X39, 1X49 equals 1 point. All supportive sleeves are 0.5, and Alavita skincare is 1.5. Fill the pack. So if you have lower back pain, what would you do? Well, an X39, 1 point, X49, 1 point, an Eon 0.5, and an Icewave 0.5. X39 for the cellular activation, X49 for the lean muscle support, Eon for that inflammation tension stuff, and Icewave to break the connection of pain. That's 3 points. And then, of course, your auto ship, 1X39 the following month to keep your cells activated, as an example. So $299.99 can get you started, and get the person that brought you here your name, your address, your credit card. They'll take the order. And in fact, you can go to a website called startx39now.com. And Heidi, if you could put that in chat for folks, that's startx39now.com. And you can do your own research. And I think it's really important to see that. So you can do your own research, and I'll just show you exactly how to get in there so you can follow along. So startx39now.com, that is where you can learn more. That is where you can learn more. So take a look at the first video on light. It's only 2 minutes. The second video on the power of the patch, how X39 really works. And there's the inventor. Yes, that's David Schmidt. He's 60. Doesn't he look great? And you can keep going down, and you can go look at the pictures again, all that good stuff. And if you love it, I'll stop at the 18-minute video and really educate yourself. Lastly, you're going to go down, down, down to the middle of the site. David Schmidt doesn't stop at X39. David Schmidt doesn't stop at X39. And you're going to download the All Products Flyer. That's that international flyer that I just showed you, because I know you're going to want to look at that again. And it's right there on the site. I love this so much that I'm going to put it in chat right now so you can grab it, And I'm going to also show you the price list order form, And this is what you're going to give to the person that brought you here. And you're going to say, this is what I want. And then they'll go ahead and take care of you. So get back with the person that brought you here. Let them know, number one, hey, that was interesting information. Thank you. Number two, oh my gosh, I got to try that technology. Or number three, I want to build this business with you. You let them know what you want to do, because you can do many different things with this company. And I want to thank you so much for listening today, why LifeWave is a great business opportunity.